Well, meowdy, ladies, gentlemen, entities, and other identities. My name is Cheeps. Today I'm going to talk about something really important to me. Video gaming. Specifically, I wanted to talk about video games I grew up with. In my eyes, they were classics and were something I adored growing up, and adore to this day. So, I'm going to be breaking this down into a few sections and subsections. In the subsections, there will be about 4 games listed for each console. I say about because some of these I had very large amounts of trouble finding at least 2 games. So the sections we're going to break this down into are going to be Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, the Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 3, and the 3DS. However, before we begin, I would like to introduce myself a little bit, so you can get a little insight of who I am. That way you're not just going into a video with a complete stranger. As stated before, my name's Cheeps. I'm a transgender female. I go by she, her, they, them. I'm a fennec fox mixed with a red fox. I love gaming. I'm an artist, as you can see by the little portrait of me I drew here in the corner. And I love watching memes, and I do plan on implement some of these into my channel. I also am learning to animate, so I might even upload a few of those. The first console that I want to talk about is the Nintendo 64, since it was the very first console I remember playing on as a kid. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I didn't play them properly. The first game I want to talk about is Mario 64. It was the first game I remember playing, and even remember playing it on the 3DS when I learned that it had a port on the DS. I actually did know how to play this one, I think, just not very well, and I still remember being a kid and just doing my own thing. So I remember when I was a kid, I'd get scared by this little fish thing, Malray. I'll put it on the screen. I was also scared to enter the Boo Mansion level. The main reason was because of the piano. Boo never scared me, it was just the piano that terrified me as a little kid. The trauma that ensued whenever I accidentally went into it. Game number 2, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time was the other game I remember playing, and this game I really didn't play properly. I didn't know what to do at all. I do remember I would always go to the Kokiri Forest, make little scenarios for Link, and just play around, act like he was going to all these shops and stuff, and just, doing kid stuff. Despite that fact that I didn't know anything about Mario or Zelda at the time, and even later on Sonic, I was obsessed with them, and what even, I guess, the kid equivalent of cosplay as Link and Mario. I would just be a fan of these games for years. It was another game that I remember was the first game I got on the 3DS. This game was also another game that I later bought on the 3DS, but this was the game I got with my 3DS. I remember this was just something that I had to have getting the 3DS. That was the main reason I wanted a 3DS, was to play the game again. I do remember that I had tried to fight Ganon as a little kid. Of course, he beat the crap out of me, but that was also because I didn't really know what to do. Moving on, we're going to the PlayStation 2, and the first game I'm putting here is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So, GTA San Andreas was a game I remember playing the most out of. This one was more around when I started understanding that games have like their own little rules, and I started messing around, and I would grab my older brother's journal of cheats that he had got off of a now closed website that I used to use often called Game Winners, and just play the heck out of it with flying cars and the civilian chaos cheat and just all sorts of different things. Second game is Star Wars Battlefront 2. I remember playing this one really only just playing the game with cheats so I could be invisible while being a Jedi, and just overall having a good time when I would play it. I would attack stormtroopers and just didn't really know much about the game. However, I do remember that we had stole the game from my cousin, and I don't know if he ever noticed. Third game on the list would be LEGO Star Wars 1 and 2. This one should be simple. I'm including them both as they kind of blur together and I don't remember which game's which, but I remember playing them both, and I remember owning them both. Cover of the second game always gave me like this weird creepy feeling whenever I looked at Princess Leia. I remember playing through the levels and just exploring the hub world and making my own little flicks in my head. To be honest, it was kind of creative, seeing as I was literally just using what I had. I remember me and my older brother would play through the games, and he is how I really understood how to play the game. And later on in life, I would go back through these levels and play them and explore the hub world, then laugh to myself about how that one dude's head reminded me of a pickle with the stem still attached. Jak 3. I didn't play too much of this game at the time, but I later did replay the collection on the PS3. What I mainly did though was use some of the already unlocked cheats, which I believe is only like 2, and just shoot random people, then drive the vehicles outside the wall, possibly while my brother death glared me from behind as I probably messed up his save file. That's really all I remember about the game. Wii Sports. This one's literally just a no-brainer. I think everyone around my age or anyone who had a Wii had Wii Sports. You should have. It literally came with your Wii. I believe everyone played the hell out of Wii Sports, but I mean it. I honestly played that game so much and it was fun. These days I knew what I was supposed to do. I had developed at least a little bit of a brain, especially seeing the hundreds of Miis I created on the Wii, playing bowling or baseball. Then there was Matt. That's all there is to that. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I never got to, but I wanted to beat the campaign. I really liked the campaign, but I got to a part of the game where I just couldn't beat, and then I just gave up. But the campaign, from what I saw, was really good, and I remember playing the game so much. I even remember trying so hard to get like the random encounter with Sonic, because at the time this is when I was obsessed with Sonic, and I remember watching like little stories or machinimas of the game. Then again, I also enjoyed YouTube poop around this time, so there's not really much to say there. The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. I remember I didn't get very far in this game. Not because I didn't know what to do, but because I was scared. I didn't play this a lot, and I really had fun doing the fishing missions and what little of the first few wolf missions I did. I also remember finding out that, that if I literally beat a chicken with a wooden stick, I could turn into a chicken. Sounds like a fever dream. It wasn't that I didn't like Twilight Princess. I loved Twilight Princess. It's just, it was scary to me. With the fact that I was 6 or 7 at this time, I was scared of those weird shadow creature things. The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. I played this more than Twilight Princess. It seemed easier, except for nighttime. That cat scared the f*** out of me. I'll never forgive you, Nintendo. However, I do remember I just didn't know what to do. Then I eventually also got scared of it. I don't even remember why I got scared of it. Honestly, love to play these games again, but I honestly just don't feel like buying a Nintendo Switch. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. This one's gonna be pretty short, but I did about the same as the last 2 Lego Star Wars games, except I actually played through the levels without having to have my older brother assist me. I still played through the game with him a little bit. The next console I want to talk about is the PlayStation 3. As you can see from my intro, the PlayStation 3 was really where my gaming took off. Past that point is really when I became who I was. Number 1 is a game that I'm gonna hold personally to me. Little Big Planet 1, 2, 3, and even karting. I'm including these because they were a huge staple in my childhood. They really helped push my creativity, and it really is a huge shame that they shut down the servers recently, and knowing that they possibly aren't going to bring them back, it hit deep, seeing as I made so many memories on there. I recently signed a petition, I believe, to at least have the levels on there be archived, but knowing Sony, they're probably not going to. Rest in peace, Little Big Planet. May we see you soon. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, 2011. This game I played split screen with my older brother, but rarely ever alone. I remember playing Spec Ops and doing the same thing on Modern Warfare 2, but never as much as on Modern Warfare 3. We mainly played on the map Resistance, and my brother would always be the one to take care of the helicopter. I'd also remember him forcing me to buy a Predator missile and use it on the Juggernaut. It was just always on Resistance. Black Ops 2. I played this a lot more than Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. This game, I also remember I started playing offline multiplayer more. It's what got me into liking shooters for the most part. Plus it had zombies. Zombies was the only game I would play online that I would never leave some random dude's side when playing it. Minecraft. Yes, I was a Minecraft kid. Minecraft is a game that I just had to have after I found out it existed. Mainly because of all the mods and stuff. I guess that just intrigued me, seeing people like DanTDM and a few others that I just can't remember the names of, or can't name for reasons. DanTDM is really the only person I can remember from a young age watching, but I also remember seeing like those Minecraft song parodies, especially the one we all know. I remember I also made Dan's lab so many fucking times, and every time I saw a villager with a white coat, instant Trayaurus. This last section's going to be dedicated to the Nintendo 3DS. At this time, I'd be from age 10 to 12, so about when I was about to be a teenager. There's only 3 games that I had for this one. New Super Mario Bros. 2. I liked Mario, and my great-grandmother got it for me for Christmas one year, and that meant a lot to me. I played the heck out of this game, and got pretty far, and I should have my copy somewhere in storage. Same with my other 3DS games. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2, but I should still have them. Honestly, I might get a new 3DS someday and go on the search for them. Tomodachi Life. The reason I put this second is it was my favorite game on the 3DS. I'm putting it second for a reason. It was my birthday, and my older brother decided to traumatize me like older brothers do. Showed me a cursed video that I cannot name here, and I refuse to name it here. But funny thing is, I remember not knowing some features existed, so I ended up having my, at the time, crush I had in elementary school ask out Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5. Then they got married, so I had to make the entire me to be me, so there was just 2 of me on the island for no reason. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Only difference, I actually tried playing through the game, and there was also a Skyward Sword poster as an Easter egg, so that was pretty cool. Thank you all so much for watching. This video was mainly just a rant, but I plan for different content in the future. Stuff that's actually enjoyable to watch, like actual gaming videos. I do still plan to have ranting videos in the future just like these. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye! Alright everyone, it's me again. I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you to a couple of my friends that are showing support to me. I wanted to say thank you to Enzo for helping edit this video. Without you, I would probably be sitting here behind my computer for the next 3 hours, and probably the next 3 years, just on this first video. I also want to thank Anna for the music, and all my other friends for wanting to watch this video and support me. Thank you all so much. It means a lot to me that you are all here. And I just want you all to know that I care about you and I love you all so very much. I want to thank Luna, my partner Amari, Valerie, the Noivesman, Ava, Susan, Riley, and Shadow, and so many others that I just probably can't even think of right now. There's just so many of you, and I'm so grateful to have you all in my lives. Thank you all so much for being here.